Hi everyone and welcome back. It's been a little while, over a month since my last video, and I wanted to pop a video up to explain why. Now, some of it is down to the fact that it's been Christmas and New Year and I've been extremely busy during that particular point in time, family and things like that, always a big focus for me. But I've also learnt an important lesson the hard way, and that is the title of this video. So it is, as a photographer, I think it's important in general, but as a photographer to look after these, your eyes. I have managed to contract a chronic eye condition called blepharitis. Now, I think I've pronounced that right, but it's basically knocked me out of being able to photograph to a large degree, and also affected my ability to even edit photographs for a real long time. Now, it started absolutely months ago, back in around about October 2024, and I'm here now recording this in January 2025. At first I thought it was just an eye infection that managed to jump from one eye to the other, and I did what I normally do if you get an eye infection, something like that. When I saw the pharmacist, they recommended I used some antibiotic eye drops. Used those, seemed to help it, but it just would not clear up. And these kept coming and going, and they go from being quite light to really quite intrusive, and I thought, conjunctivitis, or as I believe some people call it, pink eye, was what I thought. But this went on for weeks and weeks and weeks, so I thought it might be, rather than a viral one, a bacterial one. Managed to see an eye specialist, and they diagnosed it as something called blepharitis, or blepharitis, I'm not quite sure how to pronounce it myself. But this is a chronic eye condition that is almost like a form of eczema on your eyelids, and this basically builds up dead skin on your eyelids that then gets into your eyes. That gives you a really unpleasant gritty feeling, which is like the gritty feeling you get with conjunctivitis, but it also then managed to block up the oil ducts on the actual inside of my eyelids, and that gets them infected, which is why I first thought this was conjunctivitis. And you end up almost with, and this is as unpleasant as it sounds, styes or infections inside your eyelids, which become incredibly painful. The treatment for it is actually ridiculously simple once you are aware of it. I now need twice a day to basically clean my eyelids using, I think it's micellar water based solution, to basically remove this kind of skin debris to stop it getting into my eyes. My eyes are a lot better now, but it has taken months to clear up. It really has. And it got so bad and so painful, and my vision was blurred from the infections that were kicking up with it, that I couldn't see properly. It was literally like a soft focus filter over my eyes. It was really difficult to shoot, and as it got later on in the day and into the evening, the discomfort from it increased massively. And as I'm sure many of you know, most of the work I do is around gigs and events which take place in the evening. So I actually missed a substantial number of events and gigs that I had hoped to photograph as a result of it. Managed to do a few, but it was uncomfortable, and I was having to trust my camera an awful lot, that when it flashed up green and it was saying it was in focus, it was actually in focus, because I literally could not tell. And it got worse from that, because when I was trying to edit them, I was literally using 100 times 200 times magnification zoom within Lightroom just to be able to see what I was working with and looking at, and it slowed my editing down significantly. It also meant that I couldn't spend as long editing as I used to. Now, they don't really know what causes this to a large degree, but lack of sleep and stress don't help, both of which I am absolutely guilty of. But also the eye regime I've got, and washing with water is unfortunately not good enough, and washing with soap also doesn't particularly help this because of this particular condition. You need something that really is going to get that muck off of there. So I've interspersed this video with a few shots that I have managed to take, and now my eyes are back up to almost peak condition. I've got to keep managing this to make sure it doesn't come back. I'm going to be a lot more active photography wise, so the videos are going to start coming with a bit more frequency. But I wanted to put this together, fairly short video, just really, as I say, to explain why I've been absent from posting videos, in case any of you have noticed, but also to stress that importance that as a photographer, these are really important. Our eyes are, let's be honest, one of our primary tools, and I was a little bit guilty of not paying attention to mine. And I've learnt my lesson on that, but also, you know, just to highlight to yourselves the importance of looking after yourself and making sure that, you know, you are taking care of yourself, and in particular, your eyes. It's been a little bit of a wake-up call for me in that regard, and hopefully it's not something that any of you will suffer with. But yeah, that's basically what I wanted to just put together and explain in this particular video. So thank you for watching. If you have found this interesting or a little bit weird, please do hit the like button, and if you want to catch up on my content once I get back up to speed, please do hit the subscribe button and the bell icon to be notified when new content gets uploaded. Thanks very much for watching, everyone. Take care, and look after yourself, in particular your eyes. Thanks very much, everyone. Take care. Bye.